If you needed permission to say no to meetings before, this is it. You have permission. You are the CEO of your business and your life. Say no to crappy meetings that are not going to serve you. They're going to waste your time. Welcome to the Master Your Business podcast, where we bring you the best in branding, marketing, and customer experience strategies. I'm Deirdre Martin, your host. And if you've been asking yourself how to level up your growing business, your marketing, your customer experience, or how to make more of an impact with your brand, this show is for you. You'll discover actionable tips and insights to help businesses just like yours gain clarity and illuminate the path to success. Train with industry experts, learn sales and marketing strategies, business and mindset hacks, and be inspired by authentic entrepreneurship stories. As your host, I share the no-nonsense advice that accelerated my journey from boring bank manager to industry thought leader in marketing and customer experience. Learn how I made the leap into the world of six-figure success, digital courses, keynote speaking, and co-authoring a #1 bestseller in just 1 year. Together with interviews from industry experts, this show ensures you're seen, heard, and hired by your ideal clients. Join our growing community of subscribers and let the Master Your Business podcast empower you to tackle your most significant challenges on your path to business success. Don't miss out. It's your turn to learn from the best and master your dream business. Hey there, you ambitious service provider, and welcome to the Master Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Deirdre Martin, and today I'm talking about something that's been a bit of a hot topic. It's caused a bit of a stir, a bit of a buzz in my business accelerator community. Wait for it. Getting rid of those dreaded time wasters on potential sales calls, because let's call a spade, that's what they are. I know you've been there. We all have, right? Where you're chatting with folks who have zero intention of investing, or maybe they're simply just not the best fit for whatever it is that you offer. They're the folks who take up so much of your valuable time on your calendar because maybe they're there for the chat. They're there to be nosy. But you know, the minute you get on that call with them, that they're never, ever likely to become actual clients. So frustrating, am I right? And so today I'm sharing some of what I covered in Business Accelerator to help you say goodbye to those dead-end conversations and maybe hello to more qualified leads. Whether you're a consultant, a coach, a creative, or something else, if you're serious about scaling your services, this episode is your jam. It's got your name all over it. So get ready to streamline your process and reclaim your precious time. You're going to want your pen and paper, but remember, all of the juicy details and all of the juicy stuff I'm going to dive into in a moment, you will be able to catch it over on the show notes. But first, let me ask you to please subscribe, rate, and review the show wherever you're listening to this episode. Okay, the juicy stuff. As a professional service provider, you're always juggling. Client work, marketing, admin, you're the HR person, you're the secretary, you're everything. And the list never ends, right? So we need smart strategies and systems that save us time and headaches, especially when it comes to getting potential clients on the phone or on Zoom or whatever way your customer journey works. For me, it's Zoom. The point is, we need to streamline this so that every conversation we have, we need to make every conversation count. So first up, let's clear the air a little on what qualifying leads actually is, why bother, all of the things, right? So, well, first off, let me ask you to think about it like this. Not every person that's interested in your services is a potential dream client. Okay, harsh but true. Maybe they need a different service, or perhaps your service won't actually solve the problem that they have. Or maybe their budget is a mismatch. You could waste loads of time on calls that go nowhere. And the reality is your time is money. So when you waste your time on calls that goes nowhere, that creates an ouch or a pinch or something somewhere else in your business. It's lost momentum. And we really don't want that to happen because that time is precious and you could have spent it somewhere else that's really valuable. So really what I'm saying here is not everyone who books a call is your dream client. And guess what? That's totally, absolutely, 100% categorically okay. Qualifying those leads is about respecting both your time and theirs. You're busy, your potential clients are busy, and everybody wins when there's a solid match. So yeah, qualifying questions can become your best friend. Ask those potential clients a few strategic questions up front. This could be on an application form or in that first email they send over. Interestingly, when I started to add qualifying questions in my process, more calls got booked. Seriously, the number of calls that started to come through my booking system nearly tripled. And I've been really worried about creating friction in my customer journey. But if you listen to the episode I recorded with Adrian Swinsko, I'll list the episode details in the show notes. That episode completely alleviated any concern that I had about introducing that kind of friction. And so here are some ideas related to the types of questions you could potentially include to qualify your leads and help you get started. So I would say there's 4. So the first one topic or kind of what you're trying to uncover is what is the client's current situation? What challenges are they facing right now? And what you can do with that is you could maybe list some of the problems that you solve or challenges that you can help them solve and ask them to choose which one is it that they're looking to solve, or multiple potentially. Or it could be that they write an answer. You get to decide this. So the current situation is the first one. The second is what is their desired situation? So, you know, I'm always talking about what is that picture of success? What does success look like for them? And that's really what you're trying to determine here. What's their ultimate goal? And you could ask them, what's your ultimate goal? Be specific. The third thing is budgetary situation. Okay, now you might think, oh, I don't want to ask what is their budgetary situation. But if they don't have the means to invest in your expertise, then why would they come on a call with you? They're tire kickers, they're time wasters. If they don't have the means or budget to invest in your expertise, maybe you could divert them to some of your free stuff. You can qualify them. You can send a decline to have the meeting. You don't have to say yes to every meeting. If you needed permission to say no to meetings before, this is it. You have permission. You are the CEO of your business and your life. Say no to crappy meetings that are not going to serve you. They're going to waste your time. And if that meeting is 15 minutes or 30 minutes, imagine what you could achieve in that time. Ask about the money. Ask about the money. And you could give a ballpoint figure as to what your services might be so that they don't get sticker shock when they come on a call if the price is really expensive or if you don't have it listed on your website. Okay, so the fourth one is the urgency situation. And you could ask something like, are you ready to get started ASAP? And what you're really trying to determine here is, are they window shopping? Are they going around kicking the 4 tires in the car? What are they doing? How urgent is it to solve this problem? Maybe you don't have capacity right now. And if urgency isn't a challenge, then that might suit you. But you need to figure out, okay, if this isn't urgent for them, why are they coming on a call? Okay. Now you might be wondering how can you ask those questions before people come on a Zoom call with you? Once you have some clients booked in and they have booked through your qualifying questions, whatever responses they've given you, pay close attention. Does it feel like they're a good match, or do you have a nagging feeling that something's just a bit off? Whatever it is, trust your gut. It's far better to politely bow out of a bad fit early on than waste hours on a call, or even if it's minutes. Where do you integrate them? And a really slick way where it feels normal to a client is with scheduling tools. Now, in case you want to know my favorite one, it's Calendly. Calendly has both free and paid options. And the paid option is less than €15 a month. It's $12 or something. But there are other options like Acuity, Doodle, and Setmore. And these magical apps are great for loads of different things. And even if you didn't use them with qualifying questions, you could use them to eliminate that dreaded email ping pong of trying to find a meeting time. You can use polls, you can integrate them into your email. There's so many different ways you can use them, but it basically helps avoid email tag. And sometimes like you can lose clients potentially just from that email tag because they're like, oh, it's just too difficult to book an actual meeting here. They'll go somewhere else. And we don't want that to happen. So here are some practical tips for putting a scheduling tool in place. Firstly, link it up. Put your scheduling link everywhere, your website, your email signature, your social media. You will be so surprised at where inquiries will pop up. Second thing is block your time. Carve out those focus blocks in your calendar. Like today, I have some podcast time blocked out so that I don't want to have a sales call today because I need to create this time and space so that I can create a fantastic podcast episode for you. So don't get caught overbooked or unprepared by not blocking out any time in your calendar. And usually one of the amazing features of using these calendar tools, Calendly tools, is that it will prevent you from getting double booked in your calendar. But it's great to have some time specifically set aside as well for sales calls or client calls or whatever it might be. So block your time. And the last thing is reminders are vital. Automated reminders for you and your potential client will result in fewer no-shows. And you definitely don't want no-shows because that time could have been dedicated to somebody who was a really good prospect. It's still a waste of time on a call that's going to go nowhere. Okay, folks, so we're starting to see a smoother process take shape, don't you think? Qualifying questions, slick scheduling. This is how you ensure you're talking to the right people at the right time. But hey, I have to give you a little disclaimer here. This stuff may feel a bit uncomfortable at first. It really did for me. It even felt, I want to say salesy, and I hate feeling salesy. Really hate that. But don't worry. And again, as I say, that episode with Adrian Spinsko really made me rethink what my thought process was about introducing these questions. And this is about respect. That's what it is. It's respect about yours and your client's time because your time is precious and so is theirs. So don't be afraid to ask those good questions and respect your instincts. And trust me, a calendar full of potential clients who are truly excited to work with you is way better than a bunch of maybes. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. That's a wrap. If you loved this episode, hit that subscribe button, leave a glowing review, and hey, maybe even shoot me a quick DM and let me know what your biggest takeaways were. Spread the word too. There are loads of fellow service providers out there who could use the help. So until next time, keep mastering your business.